Hello everybody, Diecast Construction Expert here to give you a review of the Valmet 445 EXL track harvester with the Valmet 385 harvesting head. This is also basically a Komatsu forestry brand is essentially what they are. Anyways, this is in 1/50th scale and it is made by Sword, and it's definitely one of the most high quality and high detail forestry pieces you can find on the market, even though I do believe they don't make them anymore. So they are getting increasingly more difficult to find. But I will go ahead and say that this by far, as soon as, I didn't even have to see it in person. I knew just from seeing it online that this was going to be one of the most high detailed models for forestry that they make. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get on with the review. We're going to start right up here with the cab of the machine, and let's see, I know that this door will open. It might be too much of a pain in the butt, but we're going to try to get it open here real quick. Oh, come on. Well, we'll save that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so without knocking the camera over, you can see that there are some warning details along the back side of the operator's station there, along the top area right up there. And you can see also it's got the two control sticks, and you can't quite see it. Let's see if we can focus in on that. Right on the seat, it's got, let's just double check here, just forest on it. So I guess it's kind of like just do it, but just forest, I guess. Anyways, getting along, we've got two lights up on top of the cab here and two along the bottom of the cab. The door latch is painted there to give it a little bit more realism. Along the side, we have a side-facing light along with a air inlet there, I'm assuming for the air conditioning for the operator's cab. Up along the top, we've also got let's see, embossed with the painted little bits there that's not all the way through, to also simulate the air conditioning system up top, along with the Valmet detail logos right there and right there. We also have right here, it is been embossed in there and painted over, and that looks very, very crisp. Moving along to the back of the machine, this little hydraulic hose right here kind of blocking the rear little logo there, but we'll get along to what that exposes here in a little bit. You also see along the back the window mesh there to help protect the rear of the operator's cab, along with these rear facing lights, and a little warning decal here, keep clear, along with some more embossed and painted air inlet area for the engine. Spinning around, we've got the same over here, and the latch is painted black, and the actual latch itself is painted red, to give that a lot more detail and show you what it looks like on the inside of there real quick. If we can ever get this open now, this might be interesting. Should have probably planned this out a little bit further in advance. Alright, we'll get to that later. So spinning around again to the other side of the front, we can see this thing just loves to sag. We've got the radiator right here for the engine, along with two, excuse me, watch the hand there, along with two more front-facing lights there, and another keep clear warning decal up there. And I guess we'll get to the functions now. As you can see, this thing does pivot around on a certain axis so that it can be working on the side of a hill and still be level. As you can see, it kind of moves around on its own rather easily, so we're just going to kind of ignore that for right now. There's the side of the engine detail there. I know we're kind of jumping around here, but it just flew open, so I took advantage of it. Gonna close that up now, but let's see here. Might have to pick up the camera for this one. It's gonna ruin everything. This whole review is ruined. The boom will go up that high, and it will actually hold that pose. See if we can just flip this guy around real quick. This is turning into the most lengthy and annoying review ever. So the boom will go up rather high, and the stick will drop down to basically right in front of it right there. And let's see if we can do this one-handed. It will extend. This is just getting sloppy. Will extend rather far, and this is just a failure, and it will reach out and grab that far. So it's got really good functions. Getting to the harvesting head, if we can ever get it set proper. My camera is really not going to like doing this, so just bear with me here, guys. This review was going so smoothly. There we go. We got the hydraulic lining here with the protective covers over it, and we've got let's see, the two heads here, which would literally just pull the log straight through. We've got the grapples right here and right down here at the bottom, and along the top and the bottom we have a saw which do come out, which is a very, very nice feature. And those would cut the logs to whatever specified length that the operator chose. This is a really nice looking head compared to like the Ertl forestry model version. The protective lining and the decals and everything like that are a lot more crisp and I guess you could say genuine overall, for lack of a better term. But I really prefer, obviously, this model over the Ertl version. Getting along to the tracks here, we kind of skipped over that a little bit. I know it's not the greatest lighting ever. That should help a little bit. They are slightly tensioned, but they run a little bit loose already as it is, so you're going to have to kind of deal with that. Double grouser. None of the rollers or anything like that work. Just the driver and the other side over there. Function right here underneath the cab and just over the tracks. You can see a little warning decal there, and along the back side there's some more warning decals. I haven't quite figured out for the life of me why this machine it's got this like rubber flap right here, and it kind of sits a little, I don't know, it just looks really awkward. It's got this strange rubber, I don't know, contraption, something strange going on with it there. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. This is getting a little long. We're going to open up all these compartments and show you what it looks like on the inside of all of them. Let's see, this is going to be difficult. Let's see. That opens up to show you nothing, essentially, just a radiator. We already saw the engine compartment over there. Looked pretty good. I know that this moves. This has probably been one of the shakiest, most horrible reviews I've ever done, and I apologize for that. I just want to make note that Diecast Emporium, my man Tommy, he was the one that asked for this, so if anybody has any complaints, you just go ahead and bring them to him, because it's his fault. Getting into the back of this compartment real quick, we got the hydraulic lines that go all up in there, and if we can zoom in on that, which we could almost. There we go. Got a little bit of a little diagram there for probably the intervals for maintenance and fluid capacities and everything like that. Very, very nice touch for sure. Like I said, this one basically just blows the Ertl model away. And one last little thing, little fire extinguisher. Oh my god. Little fire extinguisher there. Really, really nice little touch to the model. It's really a great model. I traded this one with Diecast Construction Page, and I'm very glad I got it. It's very, very nice. If none of my information helped at all, I hope that at least showing you around this model would encourage you to get one if you still can. And I'm just going to wrap it up. This is taking way too long.